time to face what I don't wanna believe.
I'm inside it, so it's a little hard to be objective. I do think that it's sonically the best. I think the production and the way it sounds is a notch above Serenade, and the fact that we have Noel playing drums on it versus the Serenade record, which is quite a bit stiffer. I think it is a notch above in that regard. I do agree that songwriting, it's a natural progression on from Serenade. So if you like that, you'll enjoy this one. It's a little bit more refined, but I'll have to leave it up to the listeners to decide whether they think the songs are better or not. I mean, you weren't in the band on Serenade, so what are your 2 cents?
I really like Serenade. I thought it was a fantastic album. As a fan, I'm still just a massive fan of this band, regardless of my role in them. I think the new album is probably a bit deeper, like it has more depth to it, and that could be just in the production, but there's some songwriting. I think the songwriting has moved on and progressed. Outside of it, I've listened to the new album. I listened to that just to listen to it for pleasure, basically. But Serenade is a fantastic record, and going back and having to learn the songs to play live and everything, it really opened it up to me. And it depends on your own personal taste. Some people prefer the slicker sound of the second record. It's much more produced, like in a slick way, whereas the new album is it's a little bit rawer, but only by degrees. But they're both excellent. Yeah, they're both excellent. It's really just a preference thing, I think.
You know, the time that it takes to find the right people, it can really wear you down. It's a process of its own, and we had an album to write. But it was very fortunate that through Ben, who'd played with Noel, the new drummer, quite a bit, he recommended him and sort of insisted that we try it, because we were skeptical about how long the time process would take of getting it right. But he came in at the last sort of 11th hour, and just ripped at a new one. And he's so good. He's such a great technical drummer that he was able to come in and nail it all in a matter of days in the recording. So that was great. And he's been amazing. Part of the live show, I don't think we've ever been tighter. The vibe on stage has never been more fun, and vocally we've never been stronger, because Ben's got quite a good vocal presence as well. So yeah, I'm really excited about the new guys, and the lineup. As I said, it's the best I think we've sounded. That's a Julian Millis decision. Julian really is the kind of the AOR historian of the band. I mean, all of the original energy behind the whole project was Julian's idea. I'd never played in a band before, so being Julian's brother, he sort of wrote me into the idea of playing key. I learned keyboard just to play in this band, so it's definitely his call. And judging by, I don't really. For me, a lot of the bands that I get exposed to through Julian, I don't know which ones are obscure and which ones aren't obscure. I just get presented with all this stuff, and I like what I like. But judging by the response to Aviator, it was a good decision for the diehard fans. Everyone loves it, who knows it. And I think everyone who doesn't know it probably thinks it's our song. But we try to make sure people understood that. But maybe some things got lost in translation as well. So that was fun to play. Definitely fun to play. I know that Julian had existing relationships with a few of the guys who DJ'd and were regulars at Bat City. Going to Firefest for, sort of 8 years, becoming friendly with people, but that's no guarantee that, when you start a band and tour there, anything's going to kick off. I just think that, I don't know, maybe there's already a kind of a synergy between Athens and Melbourne has the highest Greek population outside of Athens. In the world. Maybe that's part of it. There is a relationship between Australians and Greece already, but I guess, I don't know, our music just resonates with the guys and that they returned the energy that we gave. So as soon as we got a chance to come back, we were all over it. We wanted to come back 3 years ago when we did the UK tour with 10 and Serpentine, but it was just prohibitive and you guys have been going through all the austerity stuff and all the Euro stuff. So it was difficult the year before. The first time we came, there were all the strikes and the transport strike, rubbish strike and all that. So it seemed like the best time to come back. And, we've never had a show like that. The Athens show that we just did was the greatest show I've ever played. The audience were incredible. It's a small venue, but it was rammed. And we've never been shown so much love. To write these songs in Australia, in a little studio or in my bedroom and then have all these people sing along and chant like it's a football match, it was insane, and I can't wait to do it again. So we will be back very soon, hopefully.